Residents of 38 tower blocks in Newcastle have launched a campaign calling for urgent action on fire safety in the wake of the Grenfell Tower disaster. They're among more than 3,000 living in social housing flats across the city, and they say lives could be lost if their demands aren't taken seriously. The management company is reassuring residents tonight they are perfectly safe. Andrew Hartley reports.
She lives on the 19th floor, and she's taking her message to the very top.
So this is my flat where I live.
Hannah's been here for 4 years, but says she no longer feels safe.
It is really worrying. Obviously, we don't have any smoke detectors in communal areas. That's not in the entrance, on the landings, in the stairwell. We don't have these self-opening windows that Your Homes Newcastle have told us that they have. We don't have fire doors that meet the regulations. They've got big gaps under them. Some of them don't close properly. There's many vulnerable people living in these blocks who, if there was a fire in the block or even in their flat, they would really struggle to escape safely.
Today, Hannah and a number of residents met in a cafe underneath a tower block in the West End of Newcastle to discuss their concerns and plan further action.
Fire doors don't fit, many places don't have smoke detectors, the flats aren't compartmentalised, there really is an accident waiting to happen.
People's lives are potentially at risk. Obviously, as we heard in the meeting, there's lots of problems with fire doors and whether the cladding's actually being tested on the front of the building.
If there was any problem in that there was a fire, how would us get out? We don't know it's safe, we don't know if a fire would spread from one house to another. And then there's the stairwells, and there's no sprinkler systems.
But the company which looks after the buildings on behalf of the City Council says it's doing all it can to reassure residents. Are you talking to them?
We certainly are talking to them, and I'm really sorry if that's how they feel, because that's not our intention. As soon as this tragedy happened, we had staff hand delivering to every single high-rise property on the Saturday a leaflet and some information. We have continued to talk to individual residents. We are going out to their homes along with our partners of the Tyne and Wear Fire and Rescue Service to reassure people about safety within their own home. And we definitely want to hear what residents have to tell us.
Tonight, those residents have plenty to say, more questions they want answers to, and urgently.
Well, Andrew is here with me in the studio. Lots of anger there, Andrew. What are they planning next?
Anger, yes, and a sense of urgency as well, and perhaps you could forgive them that sense of urgency after what happened at Grenfell Tower. They plan, and they're organising a petition straight away, and tomorrow there'll be a demonstration outside Newcastle Civic Centre. For their part, the council and Your Homes Newcastle say they are listening to the residents, and at the meeting you saw in my piece, local councillors were there to hear the concerns of residents.
Now, we mentioned last night concern about student accommodation, and there is a block tonight in question, isn't there, in Newcastle?
Yeah, well, overnight the company that runs St James's Point, a brand new block right opposite St James's Park, the football ground, it is home to 216 apartments. The company that runs that confirmed that that is clad in a very similar substance to that used on Grenfell Tower. And today a community pressure group was gathering signatures for a petition looking for assurances about fire safety. But Brookfield Student Real Estates, which owns St James's Point, says the building had been designed to the highest fire standards. Newcastle University has already said it's carrying out an urgent review into fire safety at all student blocks.
All right. Andrew, thank you. A man's been